In today's video, we're checking out the Yamaha THR30 version 2 practice amplifier. This is compatible with the Line 6 relay wireless device, but it isn't included in this particular bundle. You can simply just plug your guitar in over here, which is what I'll be doing in this video. Now, before we get into it, a huge thank you to Sky Music for the loan of this. Just to let you know, I don't get to keep it, nor are they paying me to make this video, and all thoughts about this will be my own, and I'll give you my thoughts about it at the end. But man, what a great little amplifier. If you're looking for a desktop amp that really sounds great, you'd be hard pressed to find a better one than this, and I'll talk more about that at the end of this video. You're about to hear it in the context of a brand new jam track, and what you'll hear is a couple of the really great tones I've dialed in just by taking this out of the box and fiddling around with some of the controls on the top. Let's get into it. Here's the Yamaha THR30 version 2 up close. Now the cool thing about it is it has this kind of like retro vibe. It's backlit inside the grill here as well. Now we get a whole bunch of channels over here, and there's also 3 voicings that we can store just by using this switch. So there's plenty to choose from clean to crunch all the way up to some of these high gain tones. If we go over to here, we can also plug in a bass, acoustic guitar, or keep it flat. So basically turning off all of the emulation. We get a 3-band EQ, a gain and master volume. We get some effects on board, including chorus, flanger, phaser, and tremolo. We also get some really cool atmospheric effects like echo and reverb, and a combination of them both. Over here we have our master guitar output and our audio output. So if you're streaming music to this device from your phone, this little audio control over here is the one that you want to mix your sound in with. So this is like your playback volume. Here's our guitar input over here. We have our headphone output and auxiliary in over here. On the back of the amplifier, we get a line out left and right. So if you want to go directly into an audio interface or mixer, you can do that by using these 2 connectors over here if you don't want to mic the amp up, but I'll be micing it up throughout this video. We get a USB port over here, which helps you upgrade the internal software. The app will let you know that there's an update available, but you need to do this on the computer. On this side of the amp, we get our power supply socket as well. This isn't the standard sort of kettle jack one. It's a specialized cable, but it works well and I have no complaints. I love the fact we get a built-in rechargeable battery, so if you want to just take this into another room, you don't have to go connecting it to the wall. I think this is a really great addition. One of the biggest requests I've had is to review one of these amps. Again, a massive thank you to Sky Music for the loan of this. If you want to check it out in your part of the world, I'll link to Sky Music, Thomann, and Sweetwater down in the description below. Looking forward to getting into this, so here we go. All right, let's kick it off. We're gonna go through each of the amp presets. I'm gonna start on my Stratocaster. The amp's mic'd up with a Sennheiser E906. We're on the clean channel over here in the classic mode with some reverb. Now the cool thing is there's 3 presets per channel. So the clean channel has 3, and you can get to them via classic, boutique, or modern. We're just gonna go through the classics, and then what I'll do, I'll dial in some of my own tones. This is neck and middle pickups together. Here we go. It's a great, nice, big, warm, round, clean tone. I dig it. Over to the crunch channel. This sounds to my ear like a really great blues rock kind of tone, and I've just dialed in some hall reverb. Here we go. Beautiful, that one there is really musical. Over to the lead channel on the amplifier now, and I've just dialed in some echo and reverb. Let's take a listen to this on bridge. Over to the high gain channel now with just a little bit of spring reverb. This is bridge pickup. Yeah. And over to the special channel with just a little bit of echo. Here we go. Sounds great to my ear. Now, let's try the boutique setting. Here we go. And modern. So to me, that modern one's not that loud. So I'm going to turn up the master, maybe a bit of treble as well. It's very usable if you get a sound that sounds either not bright enough or too bright. You use the 3-band EQ and you can drastically change the sound. You only need to nudge the treble control just a little bit to add more brightness. It's pretty cool. So man, very usable tones. Up next, I'm going to try and dial in a sound live so you can get a good sense of how easy this is to get a sound that's in your head, or in this case, my head. So let's give this a shot. I'm going to go for a lead tone. So that's the clean channel. We want to go over to maybe the high gain setting over here. It's not bad already, but let's add a little bit of echo and reverb. Ooh, not bad. It's a little bit on the honky sort of sound inside, a little bit nasally. Let's try this. Let's just crank the gain up a little bit more. Easy as that. Just fiddle around with the channel that you like the sound of. You can customize it, save that into the amplifier, and you're good to go. That took me about 25 seconds. It's a very good sound. And of course, if you don't want any of the delay, you can just go over to a hall reverb or whatever you like. Cleans up beautifully when I turn down. Not sure if that was the speaker that was just bottoming out there a little bit, or it was my phone vibrating against the amp, but yeah, I'll comment on that. I'll leave an annotation on screen, but that's a really usable sound. I could just practice with that tone. I think it sounds pretty great. All right, let's wrap this video up. I'm going to talk about the pros and cons of the Yamaha THR30 version 2. Now, the cool thing about this, it paired instantly as soon as I got my phone and app sorted out. I found this on my Bluetooth devices, added it, and that was it. It was nice and simple. Secondly, I love the sound of this amplifier in the room. It's awesome. And if you're looking for something other than a floor-based amplifier, something you can put on a desk or a chair like this and just jam out to, this will make a whole lot of sense. It's by far one of the best sounding small home practice amplifiers I've tried, and it also throws quite a bit of wind considering its profile, size, and shape. Being that it's a stereo amplifier, the effects sound really pleasant through it, and if you're playing music back through it as well, you're also going to have a good experience. Now, there's a couple of times where I did notice these speakers seem to have a hard time with some of the lower end frequencies, especially if I'm playing humbuckers or whatever the case may be. So you've kind of got to just scoop the EQ a little bit. So if it's a bit farty on the low end, back the bass down, and then you'll be in business. But overall, man, all the tones in here are really good. I really love the fact that we get reverb and delay, or combinations of them both, and a few different reverbs. Hall and spring, they both sound really good. There's a whole lot of other effects, including tremolo, phaser, flanger, and chorus. A lot of those effects I don't use, but I did use the flanger in the intro track, and I thought it sounded pretty great. So there's nothing to stop you from enjoying this amplifier, putting it up on a desk, and you'll be in business. Just know this particular one doesn't come with the wireless line 6 transmitter, so if you want that, you're gonna have to buy that separately, which is a bit of a bummer. But overall, this is a great little practice amplifier. I was looking for something that was a space-saving design, and I think it actually looks classy. It's got this sort of like 1950s, 1960s kind of vibe going on. It's great. Functionality is right there, and that's part of the problem with a lot of digital modeling amplifiers. They're too overly complicated, but you can just simply turn this on and get great sounds, and they're very easy to tweak, which is fantastic. Now you can go in and deep dive within the software, change the cabinets and settings to your liking. There's all these different cabs. You can pick 2x12s, 1x12s, whatever the case may be, through the app. But overall, it sounds great. You can plug headphones into it, you'll be in business. The only thing I would say, that there's probably more affordable options than this on the market that might give you a bigger amplifier. But tell you what, if you're looking for something different and something that sounds great, it's pretty hard to beat. Thanks for watching. Catch you soon. See ya.